That's a rocket.
Welcome to, what episode is this? 4? 4.
4.
Episode 4 of, what's the name of the show? This one, it's called Say Cheese and Die! Exclamation point. You know this book was written in 1992 just by the picture? I know they're all skeletons, but like look at this little fucker in the back here with his hat on backwards with the brim pointing up and the long socks pushed down on top of his tennis shoes, right? And then the fucking girl back here with the side, rocking the side ponytail and like the super low scoop thing with the sunglasses. Yeah, it's definitely. Dad's never changed though. It's something I've learned. Like this guy, if you fucking do this, he could be a skeleton from like 1950 or like yesterday. Unlike all the other Goosebumps books we've reviewed so far, these kids did not move to a new town. They've been there for their whole lives. There's 4 friends. You got Greg, who's the main guy. He's like the practical athletic one. You got Sherry, who's the bimbo. You have Michael. Michael is like Chunk from the Goonies. He's the fat kid who wears Hawaiian shirts. Kid named Bird. I don't remember his real name because they call him Bird because he looks like a bird. He's like the Joker. So it's sort of like a, not the Joker like I'm gonna kill you Batman. Like he's the Joker of the group. So they live in this town. It's like boring town or whatever. And one day they're looking for something fun to do. So they're like, oh no, we can't go to the comic store because the guy that works there is a fucker. So we're gonna go to this creepy old house. The Kaufman House, I think it's called. Who cares? We'll call it the Kaufman House, whether that's right or not. Crazy homeless dude that lives in the town. He wears all black all the time and has long legs, and they call him the Spider. And mind you, it's 1992, so parents don't give a fuck what their kids do. So these kids are all out playing, all the kids. There's no adult supervision, and there's a creepy homeless guy who wanders around the school. So these kids break into this house, and it's where Spider lives. Anyway. So they go in and they're like, oh, it's creepy. Oh, it's creepy in here. Ooh, let's go to the basement. And they go down to the basement and there's like all these TV dinners and makeshift furniture and a cabinet. What's the thing in Narnia?
Wardrobe?
A wardrobe. There's a wardrobe down there. Shut the fuck up. Greg is playing with this workbench and he turns a thing and a secret compartment pops out of the wall and inside there's a camera. So he takes out the camera and he's like, whoa, a camera! And they're all like, oh shit! And then the fat one, who we're gonna call Chunk, Michael, is like, take my picture! I'm in a feather boa, I'm gonna pose all funny on the stairs. So Greg takes the picture, ka-chink! And then it's like a weird automatic camera where like a slip of paper pops out. But it's not a Polaroid camera, because it has a lens, a big ass lens, make sure to say that. The fucking banister gives way and Michael falls off the fucking stairs and just eats it on the concrete, which is what you get for being a fat little shit. Then the picture develops, and on the picture, he took it when Michael was all posed, but when it comes out, he's like airborne, and the banister's broken, and he's like screaming. And Greg's like, which is creepy, and that's fucking cool, right? Like, if you're 10 years old reading this, you're like, oh shit. And if you're me reading this, 28, you're like, oh shit. They run away, because Spider comes back, and they're like, oh shit. So he steals his camera, right? So then he goes home, and his dad has a new car. I gotta take a picture of this new car. Did you fucking forget, like 5 minutes ago, that you took a picture, and what came out was a horrible accident, and what happened after you took the picture was a horrible accident? So he takes a picture of his dad's new car, and the picture develops, and the car is totaled in the photo. And he's just like, this camera really is broken. I don't, if I take a picture of something and there's a ghost in it, I don't go, oh, the camera's broken. Like, I'm gonna, call a monk or something. He freaks out, he hides the camera. His dad's like, I got the new car, we're gonna go take it for a ride. He's like, no! Which is good of him for being smart. He's like, I don't wanna go. Fuck his family. He doesn't care about his older brother or his 2 parents. His brother works at an ice cream shop, by the way. It's a little side note. Subplot, I guess. He takes it to his friend Bird's baseball game. Accidentally takes a picture of Bird. And in the picture it shows Bird like slumped on the ground with his neck at like a weird angle. And then he's like, oh shit, this is bad. And then his friend Sherry is like, it's just broken. Why would it show that? It's gotta be broken. Broken cameras don't show. Whatever. They don't understand technology apparently in this book. Bird really does get nailed in the fucking head and knocked unconscious by a damn baseball. So the picture comes true. He's like trying to figure out if the camera is broken or if it really is dangerous. So he's like, I'll take a picture of myself. This is in his house after the car ride, right? I'll take a picture of myself. And he's like, no, that's too dangerous. I'll go take a picture of my brother. So this kid hates his brother, apparently. The picture shows his brother, like, wide-eyed in terror with this school or some shit in the background. Flash forward to the baseball game. He takes pictures for Bird. Shows Bird unconscious. Bird gets knocked unconscious. He's like, oh, shit. And then his brother comes running up with that look on his face. And he's like, oh, shit. And it turns out his dad got into a terrible car accident and has broken a shit ton of bones and is in the hospital. And the car is totaled. And it's pretty fucked up. Like, his dad's really hurt. He's got, like, a bunch of broken ribs, like a broken leg, broken arm. I might be making some of these injuries up, but his dad is in the hospital. And then his friend Sherry has a birthday party. The chick who lives next door to him, his best female friend. And she's like, bring the camera. It'll be fun. And he's like, no. This fucking camera's evil. And I'm like, yes, Greg. You fucking tell that bitch. She's gonna get engaged to another dude. No, bring it. We don't have anything fun to do. My mom wouldn't let me rent a video. Which is cool that they reference renting videos, because that doesn't happen anymore at video stores, because the world sucks. And she's like, it's my birthday, and he's like, fine. So I don't understand where that reasoning came from of him being like, no, this camera's evil. It's my birthday. Well, if it's your birthday, I'll bring the evil camera like you want. Takes her picture a couple of times, and then he takes it first, right? And she's not in it. The tree's there that she's standing next to, but she's not there. And then she's like, I don't get this, do it again. So he does it again, she's not there. Then they go for cake, and she's not with them. They can't fucking find this bitch anywhere. Dumbass. This is what happens when you listen to a woman that's gonna get engaged to another dude. She's gonna break your heart, and then she's gonna have you over, she's gonna play truth or dare with you in the woods, and then the bitch is gonna disappear and leave you to cut the cake. That's a life lesson. The police come, they interview him, he tells the police about the camera. He finally, like, yes, Greg. He's just like, look, I know you're probably not gonna believe me, but this is what happened. There's this camera. Here's the pictures. And the cop is like, oh, are you high? I gotta take this camera back to where I got it from. This thing is evil. So that same night that Sherry goes missing, he gets Bird on the phone. He's like, dude, this shit's fucked up. Sherry's gone. Like, this camera is bad. We gotta put this back. We gotta end this. And Bird's like, I don't know. I'm pointy nosed like a bird. Get Michael, the fat one, and meet me on the fucking baseball field, because Greg is fired up, ready to fucking go. 3 days later, he still hasn't put the camera back. But he gets upset and tears up one of the pictures of Sherry. And then, like, 2 hours later, he gets a phone call from Sherry. And he's like, where the fuck have you been? And she's like, I don't fucking know. So him and Sherry, fuck Bird and Michael, a bunch of sissies. Like, they won't come help him, so him and Sherry...
Wait, him and Sherry fuck Bird and Michael?
Him and Sherry don't fuck Bird and Michael. Sherry and this Greg, dude, decide they're gonna put the camera back where they found it, right? And they get the fuck down to the basement. He puts it in the compartment and shuts the compartment. And they turn, and he's in the stairwell. Spider, the giant, tall, homeless dude. And he's like, you know about the camera? You took my camera. And then, in true Goosebumps fashion, it goes to hell in a handbasket. His story is he and another guy were evil scientists, and they built this evil camera, but then he stole it from the other guy, unknowing that the other guy practiced black magic and had also cursed the camera. So it's, what? And I can never let you leave. And they're like, what? He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Greg grabs the camera out from where he put it back in the thing. He's like, we're keeping this, I guess, as collateral so you don't kill us. And he like is wrestling with him for it, or wrestling with Sherry for it, I think. And the camera goes off and takes a picture of him, Spider, and he freaks the fuck out. Just starts like screaming, and they run away from it. And they look at the picture, and the picture they took shows him dead, like mouth open, like eyes bulging out, dead. Greg puts the camera back where they found it. So all 4 of them are in front of the Kaufman house, the creepy house, like, man, I'm glad we got rid of that camera. And Greg's like, shut the fuck up. I got whatever, you jackasses. Because, you know, Bird and Michael are the biggest pussies in the entire Goosebumps universe. Meanwhile, around back of the house, 2 bullies named Joey and Mickey. They've been like watching these kids to see where they got the camera from. They've been like following them, and they broke into the house and they have the camera. And then Mickey, or I'll just tell you, one of them takes a picture of the other one. Take my picture, Mickey demanded. Come on, let's try it. Yeah, okay. So Joey raises the viewfinder. Say cheese, a click, a flash, a whirring sound. Bam. I'd give this book, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, based on the last one, I'd give it a 15. I was so sure, based on the last fiasco of a book I read, I was so sure he wasn't going to say shit to anybody. But when he told the cops, I literally cheered when I'm reading this. I'm fucking 28 in Superman pajamas going, woo, Greg! Give me that shit. Keith is coming up with Curse of the Mummy's Tomb next. Later, bitches!